Hi, Hungry. I'm Dad. I got you, fam. You know what? Here, just grab some. Just reach into the camera and grab some. You know you want to. You know you want it. Man, I am being a total asshole like that. Hello, everybody. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Are you printing midair? No, you're printing on stuff. Okay, what's up, guys? What's up? How's it going? Did that... Yes. I've only just now actually... You know what? Ladies and gentlemen, we're unboxing this. This is it. I said this was a Prusa mini stream. I bamboozled you. It's a we're unboxing this. What the hell did my mom get me? All right, so we're gonna. Yeah, there we go. That's the right way to do it. Okay. Wind up. I hate this. I hate this. Hey, Bearded Bird, thank you for the fire. High five. What's up? We're getting this stream off to a great start, aren't we? Yeah, so my mom got me this for Easter. The hairs... Oh god, that's like... Ew. That's gross. What the fuck? So I guess you open it up. And then... Okay. Hey, I got that. Alright. So we filled up its head. Yeah? We're following the instructions appropriately. So now we wind it up. Screw the tray. We're letting this thing run free. Go, little buddy! He got constipated immediately. Okay, we experienced that. Now I have candy. This... That is now a thing that exists on my channel. This is promptly... I got candy. You know what? That's the important part. We have candy, we have sustenance. And we can move on to the actual thing that we were going to be unboxing today. Oh man, that was such a derailment. What's up? That guy needs fiber. I'm not talking about internet, right? Alright, hold on, real quick. Welcome, Tin Talon, Rob C, Medic Vince, Infinity, LTX, Mr. Tabberbomb, One Raz, Dark Third Dimension. I think I said Infinity already. But if I didn't, hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. And welcome to lurkers, the people who are always watching but just not participating in chat. You don't have to participate in chat. It's always welcome to you. Anyway, so we got a blast from the past. Now I had mentioned I bought one not that long ago. So I got another. I got another. I have a weird obsession with the Prusa Mini. I can't explain it. I just really like it. It's a good printer still. No matter, are you offering coffee and donuts? No, not currently. Maybe later. TJL, welcome. How's it going? Yeah, I mean, it's weird. It's just something about small printers, you know? No, I have a purpose. Essentially, I use the small printers for more one-off jobs. And yeah, I saw that he was working on his. I love the Prusa Mini. It's a great PLA and PETG machine. So I can leave my other printers that have hardened nozzles to more engineering filaments, like, you know, so I can use this for, you know, more small things I need or knick-knacky things. Like, I don't have to worry too much. And the small build plate is great because I can just, hey, if I have something intentionally designed to fit this build plate, then I can just print it and I don't have to worry about it. It'll just work. And it is still modern enough to natively support Prusa Connect. So, I can easily add this to Prusa Connect if I just get an ESP32. Now, I did not get the kit. I got the pre-assembled because honestly the difference is $70. And I was just like, you know what? Let's just get this. It's just much easier, obviously, to put together. This is the Mini Plus. So this is not just the standard Mini. Yeah. Whoa! Oh, you didn't see it, but I just caught this from falling. Alright, this is all going to go back in here in a moment. Just need to take everything out first. We're not using these. Oh, I mean, the power cable we will be, but we are not using the spool holders. But we'll hold on to them. We got gummy bears. Let's see. All right. It's funny that we got gummy bears. If you did not see my Twitter post, I jokingly said, yo, Easter Bunny, where's my Core 1? Because my mom got me a bag of Haribos. And of course, I'm jokingly like, where's my Core 1? Where's my Core 1, man? Looks like this is the Prusa XL version of assembled. Yes. It is all semi-assembled, let's be real. There's really no way to send a Mini fully assembled. You know, same way with the Prusa XL. Ow. Did I seriously just get cut again? Oh my god. Okay, that's a problem. And considering that's 2 for 2, I'm going to report that to Prusa. So, for whatever reason, sometimes this screw has a burr that just will stab you. And you will bleed from it. Which is problematic. Yeah, that has a pretty nasty burr on it. Come on. There we go. A printer has gotten its blood sacrifice already. Indeed. We haven't even attempted to assemble it yet, and it's already required blood for the blood gods. All right. There she is. That's our XZ axis. Mind you, you know, the stream is gonna not be focused on the mini. We're gonna get it up and running, and then we're gonna get it printing. But after that, we got some other things we're gonna be doing. Oh my god, you're done unboxing. This is number 2. This is not number 3. This is just number 2. All right. If you are to get a Prusa Mini, which, hey, you know what? It's a good printer. It's not a bad printer. I would say if you can afford it, save up to get that Mark IVs because it is only slightly more money. Or it's only a little bit more. That's 700 compared to 550 essentially. So I would say wait until you can get the MK4S. But if you want a small printer that will print reliably, including ABS ASA, if you put it in an enclosure, get the Mini. If you want that tiny enclosure. Again, this is all spurred on by the fact that I had a not so great experience with the with the Soval. Yeah. Yeah, this is number 2. I already have a Prusa Mini. This is Prusa Mini number 2. Do it. I just realized there's stuff in here I need to grab. Is there? I'm missing stuff. Either I'm missing stuff or I'm just blind and haven't found it yet. Likely the latter. Oh, it's all in here. Duh. I'm not missing anything. Alright. For our first thing that we're going to print with this, I have some cookie CAD, which is going to be nice. Hello, Bearded Printer. Also, hello, Lee Marie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry for not saying hello. Alright, LCD is done. Yeah, I have this little workbench over here. And the size of it, it's going to be my toolbox, but the size of it is perfect for a couple minis. So I figured, you know what? Let's add a couple more printers to the farm. And let's make them minis. Speaking of questionable printers, new Artillery Core XY that's coming out is a big question mark. I don't really know all too much about it, admittedly. Wait, Prusa makes printers? Yeah, no, they don't just make gummy bears. It's kind of crazy. Alright, sorry, I had to sit down. I've been standing all day, so my legs are all real tired. Also, the camera is further away than normal because it's mounted to my monitor, and my monitor is pushed back so I can have more real estate. Anyway, as you can see, we're still in a construction zone, but there's less stuff on the desk than there was. I mean, we just added a ton of more stuff to the desk, so that's a lie, but you know, toss the samples because I don't need samples. All right, we got gummy bears. Hell yeah. Got our flash drive. Dope. And we got our accessories. Let's open this up. The whole process of the Mini, especially the semi-assembled version, pretty painless. I need to make a holder for zip ties. That is something I need to do. Alright, so here is everything. It's a good thing I have this because I realize I've lost the one on my other Mini. Not that it's important. I just realized I lost it. Okay, there we go. There's our tools. Unboxed in our 12 minutes. Yeah, unboxing speedrun. Now, the trick is actually getting it up and running. So let's go ahead and flip it over. No, let's actually read the instructions. All right. So we want to go looking at this. There are more hardware revisions of the XZ axis. Please check the following photos. Yeah, this is a Mini Plus, so... Okay. Yeah, this is Mini Plus. Okay. Well, actually, oh. No, this is early Mini Plus, isn't it? Wait. Hold on. No, no, this is Mini Plus. Okay. This is later revision. Okay. So here we go. Let's try and stay awake this time. Yeah, didn't you? I think you won the giveaway last time, and you didn't respond, or it was somebody else. Someone won and didn't respond. I don't know if it was you or not. All right. Okay. So we need one of each size. Artillery core X3, 350 USD, says 110 bed, 320 nozzle, active chamber to 60. I don't trust it. Especially considering tariffs right now, I do not trust that. At all. Alright. Yep, foam pad time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unboxing in this economy? What's up, Jano? How's it going? Alright, we're gonna flip this over. Yeah, in this economy, I of course chosen to get myself a Prusa Mini. Again, number 2, number 2 it. And now that cannot stand on its own, so I'm just going to lay that down back here. Okay. Open this over. It up against there. Prusatron Mini. Honestly, I am very tempted to make a mod kit for the Prusa Mini to turn it into a positron. It's very possible. It's very doable. I'm very tempted. I am very tempted. If I did it though, it would have to be a no software modification, so it would have to still work. Somehow. I would have to figure that out. At least that's what I would want it to be. I wouldn't want it to have to require software modification. But what's nice about the Prusa Mini is that it is just as capable as the MK3S, which is a phenomenal printer. The MK3S, or MK3S Plus, I forget what it would actually be comparable to. Probably the MK3S Plus. It's still a phenomenal printer. To this day, it is still a very good printer. And that's what I love about this. It is everything that made the MK3S Plus good in a small package. So, love it. Prusatron, right? That actually was the original April Fool's joke that we were going to do. Originally. Okay. Should have waited on doing the thing, but it's whatever. Trying to get stuff done for Remurf next month, right? You're forgetting it's next month, man. That's gonna get me to actually get some stuff done. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and take care. Let's see here. Yep. Okay. I need to run this cable. I don't have an ESP32 yet. That's coming in tomorrow. That will, of course, let me hook this up to Wi-Fi. But once I get that, it'll be hooked up. Cyber Bob, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, friend. Really, this process is a little fiddly, but it works out in the end. Go. I need to go to Murph. Haven't been there since 2017. I always say this, but yeah, I'm likely never to go to Murph myself. Just it's a little out of the way, a little too far. Unlike Rocky Mountain is easy for me to get to, Murph isn't. Which is funny because Rocky Mountain's further away, but that is just how it is. All right. Yep, we did that. Okay, time to mount this to here. We're gonna rotate that. Move the bed forward. Oh, hello. Okay. First one. Longest. Goes where? Ah, here. Only a short 10-hour drive for you. Yeah, no. That's the biggest problem with it. It's too far for me to. Did that really just fall onto the floor? It's too far. It's not easy to fly to. It's not easy to drive to, and there's really no way to get a train there. So it's just it's in the middle of nowhere, man. Like maybe one year, if they get a venue that has air conditioning, sure. But I need air conditioning. I cannot stand no air conditioning. Unless you want to see Grumpy Nomad. Grumpy Nomad is not a fun nomad. Okay, go. Just gonna line that up. So who here watches Doctor Who? You guys see the new episode? If you haven't, go watch it. It's really good. Murph is an experience though. Plus the Amish crack donuts are amazing. Yeah, but I get Amish crack donuts around the corner. Like, I live in an Amish area, so yeah. I'm good on that front. Hey Ella, welcome. What's up, AZ3D? You think Prusa is gonna upgrade the Mini? I hope they do. I don't know. I hope they do. If they don't, I certainly will. And if I do, does that technically mean that Prusa did? Oh, sorry, Ella. Yeah. Oh, printing at 2 a.m. Oh, geez. What's your printing at 2 a.m.? Ella has been working on the Prusa wire. She's been absolutely awesome with it. While we've all been working on a ton of other stuff in the background, she's been just chugging away at that. Coming to Prusa Core M, right? M is for mini. Dang, you're getting philosophical. I can't tighten that up too much because we have to move it back in a moment. I am glad that they position all the T-nuts in the position you need them to be. Except for that one. I spoke too soon. Hell yeah. Yeah, I love how by pure accident the Prusa wire has also become a test bed for Amplify. That is awesome to me. I'm just glad you found a passion in that project. You're making me want to get MK4S upgraded Core 1 so I can build a Prusa wire. That's kind of the idea. It's not to convince people to get the Core 1 upgrade. It is to give people a purpose for their older machines. And that was really the idea of the Prusa wire, was to, hey, a lot of people are getting these Core 1 upgrades, and similar problem to the MK3 to MK4 kit, you're essentially left with a whole printer. But it's the other way around. Ooh, was I supposed to do that? Hold on, the double check. Yep. 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 Okay. How far back? Oh, I wasn't supposed to go that far back. Just go that far back, right? Hold on, I need it. That under. There we go. I believe that to be the correct distance back. Looks to be the correct distance back. Yes, okay. Go ahead and tighten it up. Yeah, teaching old dog new tricks. That's kind of like the idea. It's just meant to give purpose to old hardware and not let it just die. Because otherwise, people would throw it away or something like that. So the idea was to kind of get ahead of the game and give the Prusa MK4 frame a purpose before people did the upgrade, so that people wouldn't just throw it away. That was the idea. And I'm so happy to say that that idea has really come to fruition. Thanks to the work of Ella, honestly. She's done so much on it. I've been meaning to do some work on it, and I will be doing some work on it. I've just been so swamped with other things. In particular, the studio. I haven't really had time to work on anything. I got to get my positron up and running. But I just haven't had the time. Hey, Callie. Okay. Tilt this forward. Put that up through. Can I do that? Yes, I can. There we go. Woo! Almost lost her. I always see MK3s going cheap on Swedish Craigslist. I think that's a project for adventurous people. I mean, that's the idea. The idea was like, hey, you now have a Core 1. You have a machine that can print ABS ASA. Why not give this a try? You know? Like, you have most of the parts already. Before the tariffs, it was meant to be like a sub $300 kit. But now it's like, I have no idea how much it's going to be. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, wait, I have to do this, right. Filament sensor. Oh. Hi, Callie. Yes, hello. Callie's being a little bratty. At least Prusa wires can be pretty affordable too. Yeah. Which I'm really happy about. like that. That goes like that. That goes like that. Whole thing just kind of sandwiches together. So, how did everyone enjoy their spring celebration? If you do indeed celebrate spring, the coming of spring, on yesterday in particular. Admittedly, I'm not. Yeah, Callie is just going crazy. Yes, Callie, I would love for you to be able to jump up here, and I would give you attention, like what you are demanding right now. But I got a printer in front of me, so I can't. Why is this not coming in? Is there something wrong? Is there something caught? I don't see anything getting caught. Hi, Callie. Hello. Yeah, I need to get my 2 2head XL upgrade soon before that goes up. You are fine for now, as tariffs are only at 2%, and anything that Printed Solid has in stock, you have it's already covered, so you're fine. So don't worry too much about that. All I can say is that Prusa is working on all of that. And if you're worried about... No, Jano, no. That's incorrect. While our target market has been, you know, enterprise, education, etc., because we are the branch of Prusa that can sell directly to them because they can use grant money on, you know, us because we're American. Oh, Callie. All right, I guess you're up here now. Stepping on my shit. All right. Callie, you're making a mess. They sell to individuals. It is only when we're really low on stock that we restrict it to enterprise education, so that they can get, you know, parts that they need. But that is, you know, only a temporary thing. You know, once we're in stock, it's open to everybody. Also, DHL has stopped all shipments above 800. Yeah. As far as I'm aware, Printed Solid is gonna like become Prusa, like fully. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I work there, but like, I'm just art. So don't worry too much. Everything should be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. This is supposed to go in way further. Yeah. You know, if you need anything Prusa related, just buy from Printed Solid. We got you covered, man. And the nice thing about going Printed Solid is that you get 2 warranties then. You get the Prusa warranty, and then you get Printed Solid's warranty. So you get, like, 2. It's kind of nice. Mind you, as you know, that's relatively true. It's not exactly true, but it's pretty true. It's true enough for me to comfortably say it. All right, go have a rest, Ella. You have a good night. Ah! My candy escaped. Oh, yeah. Try it out. All of our boron parts are end of life. We're trying to get rid of them. So, get them. The only ones that aren't technically end of life are like our panel kits, because we make those on demand. Hello, Miss Lee Marie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. I have to see what else there is to do. I have to attach the screen. I think that's it. There's a bit of a wobble. Let's inspect that. I think that's just being caused by this cable. Yeah, it was. Wobble's gone. Alright. This just snakes up here. Plugs right in. There we go. Just like that. And this is the last screw. I love how I stopped looking at the instructions because I'm just like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Spoiler alert, I know what I'm doing. Are you in the trivia group yet for Rumurf? No. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff at Rumurf. I don't think I'll have time for trivia group. I'm also not good at trivia. So, yeah. I also have 2 minis. I don't want another mini. The space I've dedicated for my minis is now full of minis. And that's before I possibly enclose these things. I'm probably going to make an acrylic enclosure. So, yeah. Here we go. Perfect. A little too tight. A little bit tighter. All right, perfect. That's really it. Let's get the PEI plate on. I'm a bit not sure about this category. I know my fair share. I know their teams will be fierce. Yeah, I'll enjoy watching it. Yeah, I'm just not good at trivia. Or rather, I'm not good at being tested. So like if you put a quiz in front of me, I'm gonna like lock up, and that's not fun. I'm not a good test taker. As such, I am not necessarily good at trivia. This print's failing on the XL. I'm gonna give it some time so I can just kind of peel the whole thing off in one go. All right, here we go. So today will also be the first time we get to test out my filament solution for the desk. So I'm excited for that. Let's go ahead and crack this open. Do I have a outlet even available? Yes, I do. I should have checked that before I decided to get this thing. I think at this point, though, I can say that I've fully integrated with Prusa. All my printers are Prusa now, except for my positrons. But you know what? It's not a bad thing. Get the machines you like, get the machines you know and you're familiar with. Experiment every once in a while, but if you like a machine and it works for you, no shame, even if that's a bamboo. People joke that I hate bamboo. I don't hate bamboo. Let me be clear. Bamboo machines are good machines. I really dislike their business practices. Because it feels very anti-consumer. I don't like Apple for the same reason. Apple phones are still good phones. Same thing with Apple computers. They're still good computers. Their parent companies, I don't vibe with. And that's okay. That's okay. All right, here we go. I just killed my mini. I was plugging the plug-in upside down. I am so used to this. Okay, well, question is, did I kill the power brick or did I kill the actual... Yeah, was it a fuse I popped? I don't know, man. Let's find out. Let me drag it over to my mini. My other mini. Fuck! That's what I get. That's what I get for rushing. Please tell me it's just the power supply I bricked. Oh, shit, it's just the power supply. Okay, hold up. Prusa is not bricked. The Prusa is not bricked. I repeat, the Prusa is not bricked. It just booted. Okay. So it just booted. Did the power supply just save me from disaster? Let me plug this mini back in appropriately. Okay, there we go. Plugging that mini in the right way around. So let's bring this back. Yeah, it just booted up. Okay, let's unplug. Let's reset the power brick. So we unplug it. Give it a second. Then plug it back in. We're good. We're good. So the great thing about these DC power bricks is that they do have circuit protection. So they protect themselves from frying stuff. Positron the same way. If you wire a positron incorrectly, it will prevent you from frying it. All right. Oh, for those of you who haven't done a Prusa setup, here we go. English. Welcome to the original Prusa Mini. Yes, let's continue. Next, run the self-test. Here we go. Everything's fine. Everything's Gucci. All right, time to test out the new filament system. So I have a spool up here that we're going to pull down. And the idea is that I can just pull the filament from above and feed it into whatever printer I have in front of me. we gotta trim the filament. So I just reach back here, grab my tool, trim it, just like that. Perfect trim. Then let me just kind of feed that into there. And we just wait. Is it the most efficient way to do filament? No. But for when something's on the workshop, it works. All right, let's stop this print. Oh God, it's going bad. Oh man, that went really bad. I'm trying to do a really large multi-board on the Prusa XL, but just having some layered adhesion issues. It's fine, it's normal. I'm using parts of the bed that I haven't printed on yet, so it's being a little funny. Let's try that again. Why is the x-axis not moving? It's weird. Hey Joe, welcome. Evening, Mad Owl. I can't take my hat off for just a bit here. All right, while that's doing another thing for the multi-board. So this is their removal tool. Goes the other way around. Yeah, there it goes. And then that just clicks in like that. Oh, did I do it the wrong way around? There we go. Just had to reboot it. Now it's doing everything right. Okay, there we go. Now I got one of the removal tools. Should probably glue that. I just made this out of PETG. I can't glue that. Whoops. All right, I'm gonna try and glue it anyway. We're gonna use medium. Ah, come on. Oh, that's on there tight. There we go. All right, there we go. Hopefully that super glue works. Just let that sit for a bit. Oh, hello. Nope, don't want you there. Want you on the other side. Dang, Prusa Mini is on firmware 6.2.4. Mine's on 4.3.4. Yeah, I have to update the firmware on this. This is still running 4.1.1. But yeah. You're fighting Stealth Changer Silliness. Oh boy, that's always fun. I want to jokingly say there's one solution, get an XL, but nah, I like the Stealth Changer. Those guys are cool. I'm going to tighten this up. Yeah, I don't really care that it is squeaking a bit. All right, while I'm doing this, let me go ahead and get the firmware. All right, 6.2.4, here we go. All right, English check. Cut that. Go to the USB drive, paste it. All tests finished. All right. Calibrate, currently load filament, press next. Then we got load filament. We're gonna load PLA. Oh, come on. Let us in. Let us in. Maybe I'm just crushing it a bit. You're gonna add a camera? Yes, I am. I have a phone that I'm gonna add as a camera. At least that's my current plan. So wow, that is not like going through. Come on. You are trimmed so nicely. I've been tempted to go XL. Just put one of my printed solid. Yeah. Look, man. It's good. It's my main printer for everything. It's just good, man. You would not be disappointed if you get it and you make either you get the Prusa enclosure or you make your own enclosure. It is a solid printer. It is my main printer. I use it for everything. Ooh, I forgot to actually start it. I use it for PLA, PHG, ABS, ASA. I use it for everything. It's my most reliable printer. Yeah, Poity. Hi, XL. Got one, yes. Oh, get one, yes. Yeah, Poity just got himself an XL. See, the difference between the Prusa XL and like other tool changers is that the Prusa XL is a commercial product. So it works. Is it guaranteed to work 100%? No, it's still, especially if you think it's still a printer you have to build. But it has the support behind it, and that's the nice part about it. If something goes wrong, you can get it fixed. Screen peel. Right? So fun frustrating myself. Well, that's the thing. What you can do with the XL is you can learn how tool changers work a lot better, and then take what you learned from the XL and apply it to your 2.4. All right, so I know with the PEI sheet, we essentially want to go hard to starboard. Yeah, there was a one tool at XL being sold for $700. in the area, I was so tempted to grab it. It looked like it was in pristine condition. Really tempted to grab it, but I don't have space for one right now. I mean, I have space for one. I actually have a reserved spot right next to my other XL. But I want a 5-tool head. I do not want a 1-tool head. And yes, I know I could upgrade it. I don't want to go through that process. I'd rather just get a semi-assembled 5-tool head. And just out the gate, have it done. On top of that, I'm likely I can get some pretty good deals. Because, you know, I work for Prusa. So the employee discount is very nice. Alright, hard starboard. Hard to starboard. Hard to starboard. Oh, too close, too close, too close. Back up, back up, back up. Way too close, Captain. Way too close. We just hit the iceberg, ladies and gentlemen. No, we didn't. We did not crash the nozzle, thankfully. I think this is good. It is very squished. Did I scratch the plate? Possible. Hey, that's what the other side exists for. I still think we're too close, so I'm going to back it off a bit. That's looking like good squish right there. We are not hiring remote IT support, but we are hiring extrusion line operators if you want to move. Wiki Central, welcome, friend. Or Wick Central. The Mini enjoyed cosplaying as a surface engraver for a minute. Right. Just for a minute. I mean, yeah, that's good. We got a good first layer. It might be a little close, but that's a good first layer. I'm happy with that. Oh, no, I didn't scratch the bed. I didn't scratch the bed. It came off. It came off with that line. It is just super friggin' thin. Holy shit. No, we're not gonna repeat it. I think we're good. All right, we're gonna take this USB and plug it in. No, we're not gonna print the benchy yet. We're gonna do this, press and hold. Flash. Just wick is fine. Alright. Yeah, thankfully the PEI sheet is unscathed. We backed it off just in time. I need me a mini. I need me some space. Right? Hunt05, hello and welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Not sure if it's your lens, but the gantry looks crooked. X compared to Y. It's the lens. It's the lens entirely. Yeah, right? On the curve, yeah. It should, you know what? This could fit on top of a Core 1. It could. I I don't know what it is, man. I love the Mini. I just love the Mini. And it's not... I love my Prusa Mini that I've cared for since Christmas 2021. It's a good little guy. Let's see, what do we want to do? We could do a 30-minute whistle. Whatever that is. Buddy. We could print Buddy. How long does Buddy take? Oh, 2 hours? Nah. Let's do Prusa. Do a nice quick 23-minute print. Yeah, so many prints fit on the Mini still. That's the great part. Like, for me, the reason I grabbed it is because a lot of the project files I'm working on fit on it. No problem. Should have brought the Core 1 kit, but I wanted that third serial number for the MK4, right? Dude, I would have done the same. I mean, all these guys are going to be turned into Core 1s at some point. All of them. I want 6 Core 1s. So there's going to be a second shelf above what I have currently, and that's going to be filled with Core 1s. And then 3 Core 1s here. And I want 2 XLs, and now I have 2 Minis. I'm going to have a proper farm. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to that. Power meter go burr, right? I'm gonna have to start paying for power at some point. I just hope I can remove the other 2 serial numbers without damaging them to put them on the Core 1. Oh, if they are on, if they're on the steel, you can remove them so easily. They come right off. If it is on the steel piece, it comes right off. Yeah, I'm gonna need pretty good shelf. But I mean, if you look at this, the Mark IV's with its enclosure is heavier than Core 1, and it's in the middle, so it's in the fulcrum of the entire shelf, and it's doing just fine. So I'll be good. And the Mini just looks good. I still love this thing. I have three printers on a lock tower. Kind of sketch, right? Yeah, that does sound kind of sketch. I've built all this stuff on my own so far, so I feel good about it. Well, 4 if you count the Brother laser printer on the bottom. I mean, all printers count. I remember when they showed off the bed probe and the flexible build sheets, then holy crap, right? This is big. What am I printing? It just says Prusa. What am I printing? Oh, this song's a bop. Yeah, it's probably a Prusa logo. I mean, a 2D printer can become a 3D printer with enough The pieces of paper. I don't know what it is. It could be the logo thing. I don't know. This is not the normal size of the Prusa keychain, so I don't know. All I know is that perfect layer lines. I love this thing. I especially love it because it's so modular. It's so modular, and I can swap this out to a Revo if I want to, which I might do. I might put a Revo on this. I don't know yet. Putting a Revo on these would be nice, but not necessary. I don't know. I don't anticipate ever going higher than a 0.4 nozzle or smaller than a 0.4 nozzle. I don't anticipate trying to put CHT on these. I kind of want these to be as stock as possible. You know? I put in quad outlet boxes in my workroom. Each one gets its own breaker. Nice. I'm on one breaker in here, but I can easily pull from a different breaker. So it's not that big of a deal. So I can easily run all my printers, no problem. Just the minis aren't even a concern because they draw so little power. In retrospect. I'm using, this is Cookie Cat filament that I'm using right now. It looks pretty nice. 3.6 is as high as I go, and that's only for reinforcement ones, yeah. I mean, even for reinforcement ones, I don't really go to 0.6. I just stick with 0.4. I do have to upgrade my XL to Obsidian nozzles. That's going to be expensive. We're also always out of stock on those. It is insane. This is a dual extrusion black and white. Yeah, right? Graphics cards nowadays pull more power than a printer stack. It is true. It's very true. But my water heater's on the other side of this wall. I can just tap off its power line when I need it. It's not like we need hot water all the time. We have an electric hot water heater, so that thing is on like a 20 amp circuit or 30 amp circuit. It's one of the two. So it has plenty of juice for me to pull from. And I have run my XL off of that circuit alongside the hot water heater for almost a year with no problem. No, it's 120. It's not 220. I get one of the Fadus silicon carbide nozzles. Yeah. Nice. I can't recommend them. I used to. But they're I used to, but I found out that they are not an official Prusa standard. They reverse engineered Prusa's standard, and they aren't paying the license fee, and that it's not very kosher. Mind you, the reason that's a problem is the standard exists to ensure that the nozzles don't cause issues. If you load up a Prusa XL with all those nozzles, it is very, very likely that the Prusa XL is going to fail its nozzle calibration because the nozzles are too short or too long, because they do not abide by the standard. Yeah. It's a shame because it's a really good nozzle, but I am a little upset with them for doing that and not disclosing it. But that's why they're so cheap. You know, take it for what you will. All right, well, this is printing away. This is doing a great job. The layer lines are perfect. So we're gonna slide this back. We're gonna let it do its thing while we work on something else. There we go. So, as you know, we've been working on a drawer. Here's the current state of that drawer. It's almost done. It is almost done, chat. And I'm super excited to get it done. So let's add the side panel parts here. There we go. That way you can see everything now. I still have the vanadium nozzle from Slice kicking around somewhere. But Slice has their, yeah. My Micron, only place I could find it. Carbide. Nice. That sounds awesome. Uh-oh, why is there a missing piece? I think I have to cancel an item on Drauger. Yep, I do. Alright, 1 second. Go to Prusa Connect. Drauger. Select this one. Okay, which one's failing? Oh shoot, the back one's entirely. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Cancel. Cancel. Did that just spread? Please tell me that failure didn't spread. Alright, let's hit pause, and let's assess the damage. Yep. Okay. We have more to cancel. Just have to resume. It looks like I canceled all the ones affected, so we should be fine. Yeah, we should be fine now. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so we were using these guys. All right, let's clean up these prints and then get them going. So there's this mini Prusa orange, depending on the camera. I see red or yellow. It's Prusa orange. Yeah, the cameras are... I need to do a color correction on the cameras really bad. I just keep forgetting to, and they reset themselves to an off color every time I unplug them and plug them back in. So it's really frustrating. So if you remember, chat, these are the parts that we actually worked on stream. And as you can see, the supports that we designed are working beautifully. They just pop right off. Hey chat, what's up? Yo, what's up, Happy Extruder? Yeah. On their sides, how I decided to print the fronts. That was kind of like the only way that we could do it reliably. Yeah, I need to work on the colors of the stream, but it's admittedly a low priority. What else do you decide how to... Yeah, I already answered that. There we go. Go ahead and get all these in. Oh, come on. There we go. The right side has to kind of come in from the bottom. Oh, that has a support in it still. Oopsies. That also still has support. Yeah. That also still has support. Apparently I forgot about these existing. That one isn't sitting as nicely as the others, but that'll be fine. Once we actually add the screws. Yeah, this is a lot of panels. This is a lot of panels. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 screws. Which means I'm just going to dump out a handful and use as many as I need. Does my larger screwdriver fit this? Yes, okay. Can't stay long, but I had to stop and say hi and smash the like button. Hell yeah. Here's the idea. You should take a week and build a bigger table, right? Now, there's so much of this table that we're not using. So I just have to clean off the table. Which this drawer is going to help me do. Essentially, all the little things that are like not put away are going to end up in this drawer. At least that's the whole idea. It's like all these little connectors and bits, they'll end up in here, and then my other drawers will actually be properly organized. To put away, it was an arm swipe across the table into the drawer. Yeah. That has been the method for a while now, but that is not the method we are adopting moving forward. We're going to be good, and we're going to be responsible. Hey, just another 3D printing guy. Ryan Thorpe has subscribed. Thank you for the subscription, good friend. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, Nathan. How are you doing, buddy? Am I allowed to share what happened to you? Nathan walking in here like he just, you know, okay. Nathan went to jail. At least that's how he told me. So, you good? You good, bud? Can you put the drawer on a scale once complete? I could, yeah. This is definitely almost like a kilogram of filament. Or, I want to say this is maybe a kilogram and a half. About the day after bailing out, giving the cops rides. Oh my god. Free Nathan. Free Nathan. He sent me a text like, hey, what are the rules about, you know, Positron team members going to jail? And I'm like, what did you do? What did you do? I'm glad you're okay, though. For context, it was a self-defense thing. Pretty sure he's gonna be fine. Cop said the charges won't stick. Yeah. Nathan defended himself and from an attacker that he knows. So like this is not something that's out of the blue. And yeah, as Nathan just said, charges won't stick. Against Nathan, that is. Because there's a little thing called dash cam footage. Well, good luck, friend. Hopefully that doesn't interrupt your ability to come to Rocky Mountain. If it does, I'm keeping the hotel. And I might bring someone else. What's that noise? Oh, you're failing again? Seriously? Okay, so front left failed. Alright, good, that canceled. Alright, cool. Alright, well, there we go. This drawer is nearly done. I'm very excited to have a drawer. Chat, I'm gonna have a drawer. Imagine that. Now I have to get a power strip for that workbench. Because now I have two Prusa minis that are going to be sitting on top of it. So. Oh, just push print. Welcome. Damascus. Clownhammer. What's up, guys? So I'm pretty impressed by the strength of this. It is impressive. So let me hold this up real quick. By one corner. And you can see there's like no flex. That's pretty rigid. I'm pretty happy with that. So did you get fired? I didn't get fired. Why would I have gotten fired? Bruh. Yeah, this is awesome. Birdman Anyweather, welcome to the channel. Thank you for the subscription. Do appreciate it. All right. So I'm gonna put this down over here. We are working on the last few portions of that print, and oh, game night. No, yeah, I didn't get fired for that. That printed panel is a drawer, so that's gonna go under the tool chest. And that's going to allow me to put a lot of this stuff away and actually have a home for everything. Let's go ahead and open up this print sheet. So here's the thing. I've been, he got fired from Positron 3rd time this week. Yeah, they keep firing me and hiring me and firing me and hiring me. I don't know, man. Actually, I do have some news in regards to Positron. So for the past year, Positron has been an LLC out of necessity for like tax documents and whatnot. We are going to likely be dissolving the LLC. Positron's not going anywhere. This is mostly because, honestly, we're not big enough to need an LLC. and it just makes taxes more complicated. So it's probably going to go back to sole proprietorship like it was before. But yeah, that does not change how Positron operates. That's just like, hey, we may dissolve the LLC just to make my taxes easier. Because holy crap, are my taxes complicated. And then my accountant, my actual tax guy, like my actual accountant, not my dad. If those who know me know that my dad's my accountant. I do have someone that is dedicated for my taxes. Like, ooh wee, fancy. No, he gives me a massive discount because my dad pays him to do his taxes. So I get like a friend, I get a family discount essentially. Anyway, so yeah, the taxes were complicated. So we're just going to sole proprietorship again. If you ever need to incorporate a company, just do it as a sole proprietorship. Unless there's another owner involved. In our case, we do have Kraylin as the other owner, 50% owner. But yeah, we're moving back to sole proprietorship. It's just easier. It's so much easier. Like, who would have thought taxes would be complicated, huh? All right, we got to figure out a way to mount this. I think I know a way. But, yeah. I gotta figure out if I want to mount it like this onto the pegboards or like this. I need to also get hooks that can hold this. This is not a great tool, but it works. So, hey, look at that. This finished. So let's go ahead and unload real quick while everything's still warm. All right, just puts print. You have a good night. Or if you are saying goodbye, I'm not sure if you're saying goodbye. That's a bulbous dip. The mini UI, like the MK4, yeah, it is exactly like it. It does not have a touchscreen. That is the only thing. Oh, this is so nice. Having a spool of filament up here that I can just pull from is so nice. Yeah, it really is muscle memory. You can see it right here. It is exactly the same. All the settings are the same, all the features. I love the fact that this is currently on parity with a Mark IV in terms of feature set. I mean, obviously it doesn't have the toolhead features that Mark IV has, but it has most of them. So it's essentially the same as a Mark 3.5, which is awesome. This came out great. Actually, that looks really cool in the dual extrusion. So you have your black and then your white. That looks actually really cool. Did come out more of a gray, but yeah, that's a cool effect with dual extrusion. Sweet. All right, let's go ahead and shut this down. And let's put it where it will be calling home. All right, I need a pull on that. There we go. I am so glad I did not fry this thing earlier. Oh my god. That spooked me so much. Alright, let's unplug this. Oh, excuse me. Please don't fry the board again. There we go. All right. There we go. My minis are good. They're good. I love these things. And honestly, the way they're set up just looks so cool right now. Is the Prusa Mini all PG? Yes. If it had fried, would you be no sad galaxy? I would be very sad. I would be very sad. I'm glad it's not fried. Okay. Well, I was hoping I would have more for you guys tonight, but I don't really right now. Maybe I can... No, can I show you? No, I don't really have a camera that can show you guys the stuff that I've been working on. Because it's over here. Obviously, we have... Actually, I can do multi-board stuff. Do a little bit of multi-board stuff. So we got this multi-board going. This is actually going really well. I also printed out these trays. So I have like a little... Hey! It's a tray! I can do tray things on my tray! I have a tray now! Look at my tray! Have you ever said something so many times to the point where it doesn't sound like a word anymore? Tray! It's nice. Let's go ahead and take it down. These trays are actually designed by K2 Kevin. They're cool. I like them. And they work pretty well. I haven't put any Gridfinity on them, but they are Gridfinity trays. So Gridfinity will work. Yeah. I'll totally bump into that and destroy it. I have bumped into it. That's why I'm not going to be putting anything like critical there. That is going to be like, hey, I'm doing something with my 3D printer and I just need something to be there for whatever reason. Be that nozzles, be that like a little tool or something. This is like a temporary tray. The only reason I have two is because one doesn't center very well. I need to print like a 3 wide one, not a 4 wide. But I deal with what I got. All right, let's go ahead and actually do some mounting the wall here. So we have one small problem. The whole thing is skewed to the left because the wall is not level. So we got to do that. So let's go ahead and put this into the wall properly. So right now it is screwed into the wall up into right here. Beyond that, it's not screwed into the wall because I just kept putting them on, but I put all the anchors in that we can just screw it in. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, so one thing I have to do, I have to pull the whole thing to the right. Just to help get it level with the wall. Okay. Yo, I'm in. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to put one down here, hold it in place. I'm going to let it go for a second. I'll put it at the bottom. There we go. Now we're level with the wall. Now I just gotta drill all the rest of these in. That's gonna be fun. Did I hit a stud? Finally? No, I didn't. So, as far as I'm aware, none of this is in studs. None of this. I somehow missed every stud imaginable when mounting this. It's fine because I put so many screws into this, I could probably hang off of it. But, yeah, that's annoying. There's some that feel like they're in studs, but that's just a lie. Like, that one felt like it went into a stud, but I'm pretty sure it's lying to me. That one's definitely not a stud. Uh-oh. Maybe that one's a stud. Maybe I am, like, catching a stud, but I'm not using long enough screws? That'd be weird. That felt like it went into a stud. No, it didn't. I keep getting bamboozled, thinking I'm getting a stud, but I'm not getting any studs. Which is crazy, because, like, this is a wall that's on two corners, so you're supposed to have studs in the corners. But, fuck if I know. Like, when I hung this thing, I used a stud finder, and it's like, yeah, there's a stud there. Bullshit! I was lied to. There are no local studs in my area. Oh, that one's really off. Insert an appropriate name for stream here. Nomad screws a wall. Oh, I got a stud. I got a stud. That one's a stud for sure. I got another stud. I figured it out. I found the stud, guys. Oh, right. That one already has a screw in it. I can't put a screw on a screw. Anyway. All right. It's in a stud now. What'd I miss? Lied to? What? No. The wall lied to me. The wall lied. I didn't notice Mama Nomad hopped into the stream here. The water heater's on that side of the wall. For context. Just going to the corner joint of the drywall. Yeah. Do you have any Kapton or nope? Needs NSFW tag for screwed walls. Screws, drywall, gypsum. Looks like remove isn't a good edit tool. Thank you for subscribing, Critter42. Thank you so much, man. It looks like, does the multi-board system have big gulp compatible cup holder? It better. And if it doesn't, you could probably make it. That was the water heater. Loud hissing sound. Water. Oh, it's funny. That's funny. No, the water heater's over there, thankfully, and it's not a tank. It is an electric water heater, so it's tankless. One of those fancy ones. Big fancy. There we go. All right, now we gotta. Let's see. Do I have? Okay, so I have a couple of these. I got one of those. Got two of those. Got three of them. That's it. Okay. I have a few of the cover pieces that you're supposed to put on them. That like actually lock them into place. I just don't have all of the ones that I need. Let's go ahead and take down the build place real quick. Okay. Let's click a few of these in place. Tankless is cool until you forget to scale them. Yeah. Down. There is. These are keyed. Apparently. Oh, I see it now. Oh. I'm wrong. So they go in a certain way. So like there's a smaller one and a larger one. And so the larger one the other side. Wow. Okay, now that I so much more sense. Where's the arrow on this one though? Does it not matter? It's not. There we go. All right, so I gotta print way more. Is what I'm saying here. Well, guess what? We have a mini to do that now. We have a mini to print out all the pieces we need. All right. There we go. Now I'm going to be moving these to another part of the wall at some point, but those are where I'm putting them for now. They are the BQ cryo plates. I do love them. They're good. They're great for PETG. They don't work well on the edges, but like when you're printing something in the middle and you need it to stick, they're good for that. I hope they make some for the mini because I would love some of that for the mini. It is a polycarbonate powdered coating, so don't print nylon on it. That is like the only thing you shouldn't do. All right. Do a little stretch. Okay. Cool. Cool. Pretty cool. Let's practice putting our tools away. So, goes there. Goes there. I do have a little spatula. Little spatula holder. Now let's go ahead and put these back on. Actually, I need my pliers for that. Oh, sorry. Go back. There we go. All right, so I need my pliers to put these back on. I mean, I could stagger this. Actually, yeah, let's stagger them. That way I can actually get the full strength of this shelf. Because if I just do it the way I was doing it, I couldn't actually use the shelf fully. There we go, that's one. Oh, sorry, am I blocking your view? Yes, I am. There we go. Now you can kind of see what I'm doing. Yoga time with the Nomad. Yeah. But that's on Sundays. We have a nice yoga session. go. Block nicely. Once I move these cryo plates, I will have this tray further up for whatever things I put here. Honestly, I printed this to kind of see what it was like and to see how strong it was. Never kind of intended for it to be actually used. I wanted to evaluate it. But then I printed two. So can't wait to see the chat jump on those trays. Or the cat. Well, I would love to make a cat tower that goes onto multiboard. That would be so cool, but Callie weighs 9 pounds. So actually, maybe it is possible. Maybe. I'll have to figure it out. All right, put that down just a little bit further. Gotta get the feng shui right. Yeah, I just try to invoke feng shui when it comes to Gridfinity trays. All right, now you want to see a fun challenge? You want to see a fun challenge for these trays? Guess what? They are just the right size for something like this. Now that one's not full. No, that one's not. So let's see if it can handle this. This one is full. I'm either going to be ripping a ton of holes in my wall in a second, or this is going to be cool. Oh, damn! Okay! I'm going to be doing Jirari drawers. These are old. I'm going to be replacing these with Jiraris. Damn, wobbly, for sure, but it's functional. I'm going to trust that with luck. Promise. I'm waiting for Jirari to release his multi-board mount, because I think he said that he was doing that. Once he does that, I'm on board for it here. I'm going to be putting it along the back of my workbench, but I need it... but it's going to take a bit. All right, I'm going to put this down here for now. Oh, my phone's not turning. Jirari is so good. Yeah, we all love Jirari. Howdy, Kenneth. What's we playing with tonight? Well, we unboxed a Prusa Mini. We ran it. It ran well. And now we were tinkering with multi-board. Oh, did another piece fail? Seriously? It's frustrating. Which one failed? Top right. Okay. Man, I wonder why it keeps failing. I should probably have done it on the oh, is that failing too? Ah, come on, seriously? Yeah, okay. I'm doing some difficult prints on my printers right now. Makes me wonder if I should swap the build plates. I'm going to try one more time on the XL. And if this fails again, then I'm going to grab another one of my build plates. I just don't think PLA is sticking to this carbon fiber build sheet as nicely as I want it to. I'm trying to print a multi-board that's this big. Like, it's massive. I'm using the whole build plate. Printing and tickering a workbench, but I can't land to use zombies. Yeah, I have I have his generation. So this is original Screwfinity, and then I have his new Stackfinity thing, which they're both awesome. I don't like the tolerances needed. Essentially, if you try printing it on multiple printers, let me show you. This is my only gripe about the system. This is it. This is literally my only gripe. So I printed this on multiple machines, right? This looks great. So the whole idea is that these slide. They slide and lock together so that they don't come apart. So they kind of slide in and they click in so that you can hold it up from any point. Well, here's one problem. That's not supposed to happen. Like, that's supposed to be locked. There's not a lot of material that's being used to grab onto the other joints. Now, if you print this all, like, that's the problem right there. This top piece is not meshing with the other. Farrell, hello, welcome. So like that top piece is not meshing correctly. You can see I'm holding it by these top pieces here, so that's working. But yeah, I rely on using multiple printers to build out my projects quicker. But if I can't use multiple printers to do this appropriately, that's a problem. So I need parts with tolerances designed that multiple printers will work well. And yeah, Callie's running through my room like a bat out of hell. Well, yeah, Callie. What? Do you want to get out of the room? You don't know how to get out? Callie. Oh, you figured it out. Okay. Yeah, Allie just went. Phew! Quick, release button must be stuck, right? Yeah, so I'm getting rid of Screwfinity in favor of Gerari. But I just have to figure out exactly how I'm going to organize that. And exactly like which ones I want to print. I'm going to be size limited because I want to print them on the Mark IVs as well as the bins on the minis. So I'm probably going to be using the small sizes for the most part. But hey, you want to see something cool? Oh, I'm not on that camera right now. All right, so I should be able to. Oh, there we go. You know, I can show this to you guys. Look at it. Look at this. It's my wall. Now, I don't have an official holder for my calipers, so this other holder that was for my pliers is going to work for now. But yeah, so I got my CNC kitchen little mount here. I have my I remixed this. It's a holder for my LTT precision screwdriver. This also holds the iFixit screwdriver. So that's pretty nice. I have one for my Prusa screwdriver. It was Kickstarter a couple months ago, 2020. Yeah, Critter, I have, this is actually what I have as a desk. This is all from them. So I'm using a multi-board, but you notice this is 2020 that it's on. I'm using the printable accessories system of joints and everything. So I actually built that, and I'm building one of the toolboxes on the other side of this. Yeah, my mom says she likes it better on the wall. And this will go on the wall in time. I got my 1, 2, 3 blocks here, which those are pretty heavy. I'm happy it's able to hold that. We have my adhesives, so we have my super glue, my NPA, and we also have our plastic repellent. You know, just common tools here. On the other side, if I reach around, I have my torque wrench for nozzles. I have it on this side because I'm likely going to use that more on my Prusas, on my Prusa minis. I also have my wrench, which I use this for nozzle swaps pretty often. And I'm gonna figure out how to mount my Prusa wrenches as well. And just a bunch of other little things. You know, just a bunch of other little things I have to find a way to put away. So that's always the fun challenge, is figuring out, how do I want to put this away? How can I put this away? And what's the most effective way to put it away? That's the biggest challenge I have right now. But the idea is that everything on the desk eventually will find a home. However that is. Hey, Lulu! Hi, Lulu! Lulu's here. I'm here, Lulu. Say hi to chat, Lulu. Aww. Lulu's adorable, and Lulu's very happy to be here right now. Right, Lou? Yeah. Yeah, you are. I'm so happy this is a standing room, so like you are actually way more visible on camera than the old studio. So much better. And Callie's poking her head out from the from the curtain right now. You can't see it, but she's just like spying on Lulu. Callie and Lulu are such an interesting pair. Callie doesn't like Lulu, but she doesn't hate Lulu. She just doesn't enjoy her presence. Callie's just... Oh, hold on. Can I get this on camera? Hold on. This is so funny. Come on. No. No, I can't get it on camera. Sad. She's just too far out of the camera view. Their banter is very funny. In the morning, Lulu's usually laying in bed, and then Callie will jump up, and then Callie forgets that Lulu's there, and then when Lulu stirs, Callie just goes, like, hisses, and like, Callie, she's always there. Like, you can't not know that Lulu's there. She's always there. It's like, Callie's just hopeful, like, the one time Lulu's not there. She's a weird cat. Yeah, you are a weird cat. Yes. Why are you so grumpy? Hold on. Callie. Hi, Lulu. Hello. Would you like to say something to chat? You think this is food, don't you? Hello. They're my animals, and we love them. So, hey. Do you guys keep these? Because if you don't know, the front page is full of stickers that are really good stickers. She's almost as big as you, Nomad. Hey, I'm bigger than my dog. Here, let's put a sticker up somewhere. Yeah, let's do this. 1 second. Prusa 3D sticker? Hell yeah. You know where this is going? You know where this is going? Boom. Right there. Just in case you didn't know that it was already Prusa 3D. I need a small multi-board treat holder. Yes, I do. That's a good idea. I like that idea. I need temporary spool holder somewhere. Oh, hold up. You gotta do the mini base, dude. It makes the mini so much better. I'll look into that. But first, we have a temporary spool holder sticker. You guys know what this is going on. Let's see, I need a good surface for this. Right there. If you've watched the channel long enough, you'll know that this has served as a spool holder plenty of times. At various points. There we go. And it still works as a clamp. Temporary spool holder. That's what its partial job is. There we go. What other stickers we got in here? We got Buddy. Oh, I gotta put Buddy up somewhere. You know what? I'm gonna do this. So eventually this table's gonna get covered, but I'm always gonna have just a little Joseph right there. Thank you, Joseph. All right. We'll put that up there for now. There we go. Little 3D printing handbook. We'll also put the first print on my new shelf. Hi, Callie. All right. It's 10 o'clock. It is 10 o'clock. Let's see. What do I want to do? We can do the... Well, first, before we go any further, let's go ahead and grab that giveaway link for you guys. Y'all have been doing awesome here tonight. Hanging out. Do appreciate every single one of you. But, you know, it's time to give away some filament. So, if you would like, ladies and gentlemen, to win some Jesse filament, be that Jesse P2G, Jesse Elixir, or Jesse PLA, get inside that link that I just posted in the chat there. If you don't know, here's a fun fact. Let's see. Is this true? Yeah, it's true. One of these is printed in Jesse. One of these is printed in Prusa orange. Right now, my screen shows them as being red, but ignore that. It's the same colorant. They're both Prusa orange, technically. One of them is just Jesse. I love that Jesse Mystery Orange is the same as Prusa Orange. It makes things so much nicer. It does. Whoop whoop! Printer chow, yeah. I do love the inside spools of Prusa that's like, ooh, hungry for more, and it's just Joseph like slurping spaghetti. I love it. Trying to think what else we can do. Okay, let's look at these hooks here. I got these hooks. Which better color, Misty Green or Royal Red? I'm gonna say Royal Red. I like Royal Red better. That is a personal preference. I had some green earlier to show off, but I don't have it with me anymore. So, all right. So I have these hooks. Let's see here. No, they're a little too thin for that. Let's see. This is not mine, but I could technically steal it. That works. All right, let's put this up. One less thing on the desk. There we go. Happy Extruder says Misty Green all the way. I mean, look, man, it's okay to be wrong. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right, what else do I have to get off this desk? I have to... Oh, this worked. Nice. Glad to see this worked. Are you gonna make a multi-board hollow parabo dispenser? I was actually thinking of making something for the multi-board specifically for the tiny Haribo bag, because it would be perfect. Like, that would just work so well, and I am very tempted to do it. So tempted, but I won't. I'm tempted, and I might. Nicole, hello, welcome. No, just like a little tray, just like a little tray to hold it. That'd just be so funny. And then maybe I should make one for the XL bag as well. Maybe, I don't know. We have screws we have to organize at some point. We have a lot of screws we have to organize. We also have magnets we have to organize. Magnets are hard because I want to put them in drawers next to each other, but they're magnets, so they're going to attract to one another. That doesn't work out. Let's see what else. Got these DeWalt bits that I don't need anymore. I'm going to put these over here to go back upstairs at some point. Ah, I almost tripped over stuff. All right, so far this print's working. It's good. Good. That one in the enclosure's working too. Everything's working great right now. Nicole, everyone's... I mean, I'm doing great. I hope everyone else is doing great as well. Hope everyone else is doing great. All right, what's in here? Let's actually look in here. Where's my knife? Oh, this is another thing I need to get. I need to make a holder for. RJ Repo, what's up? Good to hear you're doing good. All right, more of these. Or for my desk. I'm gonna have to order more of these, but I have to stop ordering them from Amazon. I have to start ordering them from like McMaster-Carr or Bolts Depot if I can find them on Bolts Depot. Bolts Depot does not have many metric screws. Bolts Depot has a lot of Imperial screws. So like you're able to get these for really cheap. Like this bag of 100 was $5 from Bolt Depot, which is amazing. This bag of 1,000 was like $30. So these are good. But I don't use Imperial very often. I mostly use metric for obvious reasons. Callie, I see you over there. I use metric for obvious reasons, and I want to continue using metric. In the drawer that I'm doing, I've used Imperial because that actually grips the filament a little bit better when it is a M3 sized hole. The 1/4 inch or the number 4 really threads in and grips the filament, which is good. Just got my very first printer. Oh, hey, nice. Got it off Marketplace for $30. K1, just need filament and nozzle now. The K1 I've heard decent things about. I haven't heard great things about it. It is a Creality machine, so be prepared for Creality problems. Which, if you're not familiar, Creality is essentially the budget brand of 3D printers. Their printers often require a decent amount of effort to get printing reliably, but once you kind of dial in the printer, it's a good printer. It requires a lot of work to really get there, but don't let that deter you. I started on a Creality machine myself, and I mean, here, look where I am. If you ever want to get more printers, there's always Prusas that are on sale on Marketplace and other, like self-selling sites that are usually pretty cheap. I saw the other day a Prusa 1 toolhead XL in my area for $700, which is a steal because that machine's normally like $1,000 to $2,000. So you can obviously get Mark IIIs and stuff used for pretty cheap, as well as minis. So always look around. Yeah, we all started on Crealities. Creality was like what we all grew up on. Can't beat that price. Everything else is South Florida. Yeah, and their 2s and 3s. Hey, Airheads. Wait, did you actually get did the order actually arrive, Marie? See, Marie? Because I asked them to put extra Airheads in. I don't know if they actually put extra Airheads in. Mine are still running around almost. Yeah. I started on a Prusa. You cheated. No, you didn't. You didn't cheat. You started off right. As a Prusa employee, you started off right. Hi, Callie. I love that you guys can between the areas now. That is one of my favorite parts about the studio, is that you guys actually have a little bit more. There's more going on in the background than there was in the previous one. In the previous one, it was just a wall of unfinished basement and printers. Now it's printers. You got my dog and my cat, and other stuff going on. I can personalize now. I do miss my posters, my flags that I had up. I miss them. I really miss them, because those added a decent amount of my own personality into the space. Ooh, I just figured out what we need to make a multi-board mount for. We need a multi-board mount for Emergency Monster. That's what we need. So I can holster my monster. I'm sorry. I love it when Callie just has the zoomies and just runs through here, and we catch that on camera. I love it so much. You need some backlighting. I will. So I have these little sphere things that will project onto the back wall, and they will work perfectly. They're just currently in my bedroom, but once we move other things around, I will be moving them over here and then using traditional lamps in my bedroom. Acrowdy's printed all ABS parts from my Voron, which now can't print ABS ASA because my stealth journal just... Oh man. I mean, this is my ABS ASA machine, and it has printed all the positrons that I've built. So, I'm just saying. I have a carbon fiber plate on that thing right now. I love the carbon fiber plate. It does a great job. PLA doesn't stick to it all too well. You have to really make sure it's clean. Which my method of doing that is I try and print, I let it fail, and then in the process of it failing, it cleans the bed. Because it picks up all the dust that it couldn't stick to. So yeah. Joe, I'm telling you, man. I'm not here to tell you to spend $5,000. But at the same time, ooh, I just had a great idea for a multi-board thing. Ooh, yeah. I got great. The carbon fiber plates from Wham Bam, it's really expensive, but I like it. Works good on ABS ASA. Okay, hold on. I just had an idea, and you guys are here for it. I'm kidnapping all your brains here. Okay. So I have all of these bearings. These are standard skateboard bearings, right? Okay. Here's my idea. Pez dispenser bearing. Just on the side, you fill a tube up with bearings, and at the bottom, you have a little thing where you can just pluck it out. At the top, you fill it in. Just a little bearing dispenser. We're designing this right now. The stream just turned into a design stream. Let's go. Okay. Okay. What I need to do first, though... Oh, yeah, no, it's going to be multi-boarded. Absolutely. I need a drafting filament on one of these minis, because I don't want to... I'm a little bit low on my PETG right now, so I don't want to use up my PETG on experimental stuff. I have to do a restock. So let's see. What can I use? What can I use? What can I use? What can I use? Well, I want to get rid of... Okay, let's use that. I want to get rid of my matte black from these other brands. So that's what we'll do. Give me a second, guys. Sorry. Oh, I almost knocked over all those screws. Oh, God. Yeah, I almost knocked over all those screws I was showing off earlier in that Screwfinity thing because of the fact that it is like doing that thing I was telling you about. I'm also trying to get rid of these cardboard spools because they're too light for what I'm trying to do. That's in. PLA. There we go. Okay. Remember those retro coin dispensers? Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. So, let's figure this out. Okay. So, I mean, I don't even have to measure this. Let's just jump into CAD. So, let's jump into CAD. Hey, Jeremy. What's up, man? All right, so let's open up Fusion. All right, new design. Okay. Browser. Fusion 360. Here we go. Okay. Let me pull my monitor down here. If Girling can make a pies dispenser, yeah. Well, it's not gonna be like a Pez dispenser. I kind of that's a little bit of a misnomer. It is gonna be more like those coin dispensers that the other guys were talking about. Okay, there we go. 1 second. The mini just told me that it extruded. There we go. Cool. That's the correct filament. All right. So we're going to just... Actually, no, we don't need to create a sketch yet. Let's go McMaster car. And then 20877 bearing. Wait, did I do this wrong? Oh, it's a 608 bearing. Oh, I'm dumb. It's 608, not 20877 is a specific positron bearing. There we go. Yep, 608. Download. There we go. Okay. That's a 608 bearing. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go here. Going to make it that big, and then we're going to here we go, sketch dimension. Yep, just set that to 24. Then we're going to do an offset. We're going to make that 2 mil offset. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pull this up. So now we need a measure. So let's see how tall a 2-stack thing of bearings is, which is going to require me to carefully stack 2 things of bearings. Could I CAD this? Yes. Would that be as entertaining as making a bearing stack? No. Okay. All right. Yep. There we go. We Gucci. We Gucci. We good. It's a tall stack. Do we want to go higher, chat? Just measure the plastic tube and double it. That's the easy way to do this. That's the easy way to do it. All right, should we go higher, chat? Should we go higher? I'm trying to think. That's a practical number of bearings, to be honest. That is a practical number of bearings. I don't think we have to go up more than that. Yeah, that's a practical number. There's that part of me that wants to go another stack higher, but no, that's a practical number. And if I make this thin enough, then you could just do, you know, a few different ones. Like this is a lot of bearings to have. Yeah, that's a good height. That's a good height. All right, let's measure. That is 140.4. Make it double barrel. I might. Is it disappointing that I actually am putting these away really nicely? Okay. So what, 140.4? Whoops, did it the wrong way. Negative. There we go. Okay. Let's get rid of the bearing here. Don't really need that. Create new sketch. Gonna sketch. Just going to select these. We're going to drop it down 2 mil. Oh, shoot. Right. Thank you. All right. Now we're going to go here. Now we're going to just drag that up. Just like that. Do sketch dimension. Create driven. And we're going to do offset here. 2 sides. We'll make this about... Yeah. We'll do 7 mil. That should be enough to kind of get your finger in there. Yep. And then we're going to do that. We're also going to... Oh yeah, this would... Yeah, create driven. Okay. Now we're going to take that. We are just going to extrude all the way to the top. So you can easily see how many you have. Very simple. Now we bring the bearing back in for a second here. Now we need a way to actually get it out. So what we're going to do is create sketch. We're going to just go on this plane here. Now that should be, yep, it's a mid-plane. Perfect. Okay. Now this, you really shouldn't do this, but it's just gonna make it the easiest way to do it. We are going to project, go back, my bad, and then do an offset. So we're gonna take that. Not gonna do two sides, just gonna do one side. Then we're gonna do point, yeah, 0.5 offset. And we'll also project here. Yep. And here. Project that too. Go. Now finish sketch. Okay. So now we select this. No, actually we just select that. That. And that. Question, where's a good place to fetch nozzles for the K1? I don't actually know off the top of my head. So, apologies. I don't think I can help you with that. There we go. Now finish sketch. Okay. Now we can select these two and extrude. There we go. Now what we're going to do here to make this printable is we're going to select those, add chamfers. Actually, first we're going to delete this one. There we go. Now we're going to add chamfers. There we go. And that should keep the second one constrained enough. I'm liking this. I'm liking this plan. This looks like a fun design, honestly. Okay. So now we need to drag in double-sided connector. This is how I prefer to do connectors. Actually, this connector is not going to be the best suited. Well, actually, no. This might work out fine. This will work out okay. This will be okay. Be fine. So I'm starting to realize, no, this one. I don't know. Yeah, that's gonna be hard to print, actually, so let's not do that. Oh, but you know what? Bring it back. Because this can actually help us design the part that will snap it. So put that there. Yeah. All right. And what we're going to do, break. Oh, yeah, capture position. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna, give me a second. You guys will see. All right. So I want to grab that. I want to put it up against that. No, that's not where I want it. Okay. We're going to grab this, but I'm going to set the pivot to right here. Nope. No. Oh. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to drag this back. See if I can. Yep. There we go. Drag that down. There we go. There we go. Okay. Easy. Easy. Now, I am going to create a sketch here. Yeah. So I'm going to create a sketch here. Select this, do that. Yep. All right, now I should have the internal geometry done. No, I don't. Of course I don't. Because why would I? Okay. There we go. Now I have that internal. Okay, now I just grab that and shunt it in. Join, hide that. There we go. Oh, damn. No, I'm using the double-sided snap to create this that just goes into normal snap. All right, so let me go back to this real quick. Try and nudge that up. There we go. Nice and flush. See, look at that. Perfect. Yeah, I have a weird roundabout way of doing this. Don't ask me why I do things the way I do them. Now, it's going to be a pretty heavy piece, so, I mean, I don't know if this is going to work well. We'll find out. So let me go grab, let's hide that bearing. This should be printable as it is, with nothing else. I'm using Fusion. Use Fusion. It is a program. It is a program indeed. Okay, bearing dispenser. Let's open up a Prusa Mini. Okay. Then download. Okay, let me grab flash drive of the new Mini. This is gonna be the first major print of the new Mini. I feel like it's a good inaugural print. Yep, looks perfect. All right. There we go. Have you updated the firmware? Yes. The IS. Yeah, no, yeah. I update the firmware and I already have input shaper gone. Remember, I'm Prusa R&D. Well, at least I'm printed solid R&D. So, yeah. Yeah, I run all the machines on input shaper. I need to get the accelerometer still so that I can actually like go full tilt on these things. But yeah, that's why I'm so happy with the minis as they are. Like they work really well for the hardware that they have. Yeah, is this print gonna take let's actually do a test real quick. So let's go to a Mark IVs. And let's slice this on Mark IVs. Let's see how fast it is. Yeah, so that's literally half the time. Yeah, the Mark IV's can do this print in half the time. But the idea, it's not that we didn't get the mini because it's fast. No, that's not why. Because it's not. You get the mini because you have all your machines doing larger prints that need to go quickly. So, for example, these are doing prints where the entire bed is filled. So these are going to be occupied for a day, essentially. So while they're occupied for a day, I can't obviously print on them while they're printing. So the minis are that intermediary. Hey, here's a printer that it won't print the thing I need to print the fastest, but it's still going to print it faster than what these are going to take for me to finish whatever they're printing, plus what I want to print. So they are my auxiliary printers. They are not the primary farm, but they are there when I need it. And that's the important part. So I can run those when all of these guys are busy doing larger jobs. So for example, I'm working on a large project and say my mom wants me to print something for her, I can toss it on the mini. It'll get done. It'll be fine. It'll be good. I can trust that it's going to be a functional print. Many creators doing 3D printing are always trying to make them go fast. Me, I just want them to print right. Exactly. I'm not a commercial farm either. So I don't care how long it takes for the print to get done. I just want it to get done. And honestly, that's one of the biggest reasons why I've moved to Prusa. Because they're not the fastest machines in the world. They can be really fast. You can tune these to go faster. That is an easy thing to do. But they're reliable. They have been the most reliable machines that I've owned, and I've just been in love with it. So, and the integration of Prusa Connect is honestly, it's a killer feature. It's so nice. Prusa Connect is so good when it works. I really hope they beef up that system. It's very much a system that you can tell they use internally. And so it's been developed for internal use. So it's like there's a lot of things that need to be added, but it's like what's there works really well. The fact that I can do object cancellation is nice. I love it. I love it so much. Just making sure that this is printing. Yep, it's printing. Cool. All right. How are we doing here? I am so nervous about this print on the XL. So here's the thing. Whenever you're printing, you don't want to use the full build volume, ever. You don't want to do that. Because when you use the full build volume, you're more likely to fail because the corners make curl up. It's using the whole build volume. And it's edge to edge, which is never a good sign. Mind you, it is PLA, so it should be fine. But I'm nervous. I am nervous. Nervous. I wish I could get a cryo plate for the XL, but they don't make it that size. Most I push is 75%. Yeah. I try not to go 100% build volume. But sometimes I do. Because oh my god, this is going to be a 14 by 14 multi-board grid. It's going to, when I want to cover this wall with multi-board here, it's going to make covering that wall so much easier. It's so much easier than actually going in and printing it on my Mark IVs first. Yeah. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already hopped in, the Filament giveaway is pinned. In about a minute here, I'll give you guys another minute to hop into it. In a minute here, we're going to actually do the giveaway. I'm getting a little sleepy. An 11-hour print fail at 8-hour. Oh no! Lifted corner. Tried baby stepping. It was too much. Yeah. It's always never a fun time. Vision Miner helps, but I don't here's my thing. I love Vision Miner. Vision Miners are great, but I don't want to leave. I want. Okay. For my multi-boards, yes, I do have an affiliate. I have an affiliate for KB3D and Prusa. You can find those links in the description. But I want the side that's on the print bed facing me, because that side looks nicer. So I don't want to use glue, because glue will appear on that side of the print, and yeah, yeah. Oh, I do not have an affiliate for Jesse. I don't have an affiliate for Jesse. Print and Solid does not do affiliate links. Because we don't really want people to become salespeople, you know? Yeah. When people get affiliate links, if the wrong people get affiliate links, it gets aggressive, and we don't want people to be aggressive, you know? We want people to be chill about it. At least that's what's been explained to me. Again, lucky with the multi-board panels. Only one lifted so far, but still usable. Nice. Yeah, I had a few failures. What I did with my failures, so these curled too much. So I couldn't use them because they curled too much. So like the top row here is unusable. But I can use them as storage for all the connectors, which is how I use these. So these hold all my connectors. And I go in, and when I need one, pop it out, pop it on the multi-board. So I found a use for these, and I'm actually really happy with it. Makes things so much nicer. I need to get my 500 rat rig going on multi-board stuff. Yeah, you do. Oh, that'd be so cool. The multi-board generator that they have is pretty cool. It runs in Blender, and you just tell it what size multi-board you want to print, and it just generates it. Pretty cool. All right. If you haven't hopped into the Filament giveaway, it's too late. We're gonna go ahead and close it now. Oh, hot dog. That is 38 of you. Wow, that is the most people we've had hop into a Filament giveaway. Thank you all so much for hopping in. Hey, before we do this, make sure you're subscribed. Because of some bots, I had to set the chat to subscriber only mode. If you win, you have to confirm that you are here, and if you aren't subscribed, you can't chat. So make sure to subscribe so that you can do the chat. Okay? Yeah. Just making sure people know that. All right, let me go ahead and pull all these names. The forum is now closed. Thank you to everybody who has hopped in. And pull up the wheel names here. Oh, we have 38. No, we had 28 last. Oh, was it last Monday we had 38? Man. TJL, test. Yes. All right. I think Clownhammer is a bot. Oh, well, I guess I gotta ban him. Damn. I liked Clownhammer, even if it was a bot. All right. Wheel names. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Shuffle. Let me just double check to make sure that we have everybody before I go any further. So let me just double check real quick. Just want to make sure I have everybody. Yep, I got 38 there, 38 here. Let's shuffle a couple more times. And here we go. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Now, I do have it spin for a while because it's really fun to, you know, anticipate who's going to win. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, who's it going to be? Ooh. LO Sync. I think this is hilarious because I think he won Saturday night, but he didn't respond, so we had to spin it again. LO Sync, are you actually here this time? Yes, you are! Booyah! It comes full circle, my friends. Thank you everybody else who had participated in the giveaway. If you don't know, we do this every single stream. So hey, if you didn't win tonight, get subscribed. We will have another one on Thursday. So don't worry, if you didn't win tonight, you have another chance on Thursday. And you know, we also do this on Saturdays as well. So just make sure you're subscribed, ring the bell icon, give it a like, do all the things you're supposed to do. And guess what? There's always going to be a chance to win more filament. And it's if look, let's talk person to person here real quick. Let's get real. Filament's gonna get more expensive, period. Except at American-made filament manufacturers, specifically Printed Solid, Polar Filament, and I don't know any others off the top of my head that are USA made, aside from Protopasta. We're not gonna get more expensive because our colorant. Okay, I can speak for Printed Solid at least. Our colorant is sourced here in the United States. Our Polymaker is only in bulk. They only do bulk here in the States. They do not do individual here in the States. But anyway, our material is here in the U.S. Our colorant's here in the U.S. So we're good. Our prices are not going to go up. At least that I know of. So $20 a spool. It's good shit. All right, let's get LO Sync his winning. Let's see, what did he pick? What did LO Sync pick for his filament? Let's see. You picked Marble PLA. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. Let's go ahead and get that order in for you. All right, let me pull it up. I think Monster Cat died. Yeah, it did. Put that back on. Ambrosia is not made in the USA, as far as I'm aware. I believe it's imported. Unless West 3D has extrusion lines I don't know about. I believe it's imported. All right, Jesse. Oh, LO Sync, you're gonna have to pick. Oh wait. Yeah, you're gonna have to pick a different. That's weird. What? Okay, we are out of marble. I believe we're out of marble. Let me double check. Let me make sure. Let me confirm before I say that. We're out of marble PLA. Yeah, we're currently out. Any elixir? Okay, you're gonna let me pick your elixir? All right. All right, let's see here. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh man. You know what? Would you be fine with a transition roll? We're kind of low in stock. So we have bronze, electric lemonade, which I love electric lemonade. We have Gold Rush, Misty Green, Natural, and we have Transition currently available. That is what we have currently available at this time. We're working on making more. We got to catch up. Electric lemonade. All right, I do love electric lemonade. I actually prefer electric lemonade over Gold Rush. I'm not gonna lie. I think Electric Lemonade looks more gold than Gold Rush does. That's just me. All right, free shipping. Yo. Mark is paid. All right, LOSync, you should get a email confirming the order. Let me know if you get it. No problem, man. Always happy to be of service. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is almost 11 o'clock, and you know what that means. It means it's time to end the stream. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. Thank you all so much for participating, and thank you for hopping in on that giveaway. We had a lot of fun tonight. We went ahead and almost killed a Prusa Mini on its first day in the world. So we didn't do that, thankfully. We also designed a pretty cool little thing, which, you know what? Hey, let me cancel it real quick, and then let's actually test it real quick before we end the stream. I'm gonna cancel it just to make sure my tolerances are good. And then I'm gonna restart it immediately after. I just burned myself on the nozzle. Okay, reprint it. This is one way I often test my stuff. I will start a print, and then I will cancel it, and then I'll start again. Okay, that looks really clean. That looks really clean. I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and grab a couple bearings. All right, right. There we go. All right, so that's a problem, but let's use a tool. Guys. All right, so I'm thinking I just like make a little rail with like a little ejector. Or maybe this will work when we have more weight on it. Feel me? Oh yeah, actually that might work. If we have a weight on it, yeah, that could work. All right, you know what? This works well. We'll see how it works with the full version. Oh my god, I also just realized you can load it by doing this. Oh, this is gonna be so cool. I'm so happy with this already. Okay, anyway. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. We had fun. I am super excited for Thursday when we do more of this. Have a good night, everybody. Make sure to hug your loved ones. Do all that fun stuff. Call your loved ones as well. Call your mother. Call your mother. And hey, in a world full of chaos and turmoil, make sure to volunteer for a cause you believe in and keep spreading positivity. That is what the maker community is all about, so keep doing it. Have a good night, everybody.